Alright, I've had a couple of you guys interested in or wanting to know how I'm tanning my hides. What kind of process I'm using, whatever. And I'm gonna try to be as quick as I can about this. It's probably it's in the well below -20 outside. My phone keeps cutting off inside my camper. I was up at 3 o'clock this morning because it was 15 degrees inside here. It was -30 outside, but you can't sleep when it's 15 degrees. So I've been up since 3 a.m. My phone it's hard to maintain the heat in here where my phone keeps cutting off. I'm just gonna try to be as quick as I can about this. So with my beavers, I brain tanned them, and they turned out absolutely gorgeous. I mean, they're fabulous, fabulous pelts. If you were going to hang this on a wall, I mean, this is an absolute gorgeous, gorgeous. It would make a gorgeous wall mount, wall pelt. But what I've learned is, and I don't know the process may be good enough, but I can't. They're not flexible enough to make garments with. I mean, it's gorgeous. Gorgeous, but it's not. You can't bend them to make hats and gloves, and that was my main goal. So, and what I think the problem is, and I didn't know this when I was doing it, is when I flesh them, I'd use a fleshing tool to flesh them to get all the meat off of them. You actually have to scrape in a part of the tanning process after you salt them, after you have to scrape it and thin the hide. It's called thinning the hide, and I did not thin the hide, and therefore I've got a product that I can't make a garment out of. I don't think. I'm still gonna try. But so with my lynx, I did a different process called the pickling process. It's a tanning process. It's a pickling process, but look how beautiful these things are. I mean, look how thick this fur is. This is an absolute gorgeous, gorgeous garment. The pads of the feet on these things are like 4 inches thick, and they are so soft, and they smell it. It smells so good. I mean, I am very, very pleased with the way these turned out. So, in my opinion, the pickling process is the way to go. And so, when you pickle a hide, after you skin your animal, you skin him, you flesh him, you salt him overnight. Then you shake all that salt off because it draws all the moisture out. Then you salt them again. You need to put it on a board where the kind of water will drip off. So then you salt it for 2 days, and then you do your pickle bath, which what I'm using for my pickle bath. Let's see. Okay, I had this big tub right here, and I used about 5 gallons of water for my 2 lynx and 3 ermine that I did, and about 1 pound of salt per water, and then citric acid, which I guess that's the key ingredient. But so you leave them in that bath for I left it in there for 4, 5. You can leave it up to a week as long as you keep the pH at between 1 and 2, and you just keep stirring it every day, just to kind of make sure everything's getting mixed around there. I put some logs on it to keep it on. But then when it comes out, there's a lot of meat around the face you can't get, so you really have to intricately kind of scrape that off or whatever. But they turned out. Look at my little ermine. Look at his little whiskers. I mean, they're so soft, and I'm very, very impressed with the way these turned out. So where was I going with this? Lost train of thought here. I do that a lot. But this is the thing. These hides are still going. I've had them on my stretcher for like 3 days trying to dry. This is my stretcher. You run it through the animal, and you know, stretches him out, keeps him from. But every day I'll work these hides 3 or 4 times a day and just pull them off and stretch them. You know, get the fibers all done. I skipped a step. You have to paint. I'm not good at fucking instructional videos, but after you pickle them, then you let them dry, and then you paint the actual tannin sauce on there, and then you start working your hides. Anyway, after it's been on the stretcher, you have to keep stretching it, but you can't. This is the problem, running. You can't get shit to dry here. Like I said, it was 15 degrees in here when I woke up this morning. Shit does not dry in 15 degrees. So normally this hide would have taken 3 to 6 hours to dry in a normal temperature. Well, this is my day 3 of drying it, and I just am in love with this thing. This is day 3 of drying, and it's still not dry. It might take 2 or 3 more days to actually dry completely, because I can't regulate the heat in here. I mean, you know, I can get it up to about 70, 80 degrees at night. You know, by 3 o'clock in the morning, it's down in the teens, 13, 15 degrees. My water's frozen here on my pots. It's not inducive to drying shit out. But long story short, that's the process. I am very pleased with the way these turned out. I did a super job fleshing these. I did a super job caping them out. I mean, I can't wait, you know, to make something with these. And I'm not giving up on my gloves. You know, that's just a part of the process. Whew. I did this before my phone cut off. That's good. And you got any questions, just give me a shout, man. I'm a fucking open book. I don't know a lot, but, you know, I trial and error. That's how I do shit. You know, I'm not big into reading books and doing that. I like to trial and error. And, yeah, I usually fuck things up the first time, but that's how you learn and you get better at it. It's 50-something degrees in here now, so it's, you know, it's warming back up. I went and checked my traps this morning. It's negative 30 outside. It's brutal. And I have not seen a predator track in over 3 weeks. So I'm going to kind of lay off that a little bit, and I'm going to start setting some rabbit snares, try to get something coming in, because trapping's it's a slow game. It's a numbers game. Like I said, you got to be patient. I got nothing but time out here, so, you know, there it is. But anyway, if you got a question, just hit me up. I hope that helped. Whatever.